Commander Stahl, hailing frequencies are open.
This is Steve Harry Harris and the HarrisFilm Crew. You're watching HarrisFilm Non-Trek Reviews. This is the show in which we have a watch party for a film that's not Trek related. It may have some subtle hints here and there, but it's science fiction most likely. There's some interesting fan films out there, people, that are not all Star Trek. Without further ado, here's the HarrisFilm Crew. Matt Arnold, Ken Mays, Mark Ferguson, and Roy Ivey. Roy, you get demoted?
Yep, no, I'm just a little blue today.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a little blue.
One of our main purposes is to expose our viewers to your films, and we hope you enjoy this presentation.
Still got your hand. You stand up high and the force is control. You've got my DNA inside of you. I get a feeling when you man the controls. I love to hate to love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's watch some planets explode this morning. Those years you thought I died were worth it just to see our bonding forming. It's better than Friday, tear as we walk the skies, isn't it feel good? Father and son with the dark side eyes and the fried face beneath my hood. Like that, like sun, the force rises strong.
Wow.
I see the Emperor has smiled at you. The Falcon brings rebels in the distance.
Oh,
The
man.
star of death is yours. You stand up high with the force in control. With all the strength I passed along to you. The secret of the girl will never be told. Now let's go for you.
What happened?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's watch some planets explode this morning. Those years you thought I died were worth it just to see our bonding forming.
What in the world?
The world is better than the Friday tears. You walk the skies, doesn't it feel good? Father and son with the dark side's eyes and a proud face beneath my hood.
The dog gave me an eye. That must be the real band. Wow, look at the trophy wall.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's watch some planets explode this morning. Those years you thought I died were worth it just to see our bonding forming.
No, that's what's his name. Okay. Marvel Universe.
Let's watch some planets explode this morning. Those years you thought I died were worth it just to see our bonding forming. Earth is better than a Friday terrors. We walk the skies, doesn't it feel good? Father and son with the dark side dies and a friend is beneath my hood. Earth is better than a Friday terrors. We walk the skies, doesn't it feel good? Father and son with the dark side dies and a friend is beneath my hood.
The Fault. and our own Death Stars. The only thing wrong with that is there were no credits. What did I just see?
That's what I'm thinking. What we just
Matt,
seen.
what in the world?
I just sat here shaking my head. I said, did. Eventually I started laughing about all the rest of it. But at first I didn't know what the hell to think. But
I'm hearing you didn't like it, so how many thumbs?
At first I looked at this, what the hell is this? And then start seeing stuff we recognize, and everything blows up. And Wookie gone. Everybody else is gone. Everything went
Splat.
yeah, flat is about right.
Yoda is a pinata.
Yeah.
So 1 thumb up or what?
I don't think I'm gonna be generous this time. I give it a thumb and a half.
Okay. Well,
I give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. All right.
It didn't have ending credits there, so
Right.
That'd been good.
I think it's on the YouTube.
Film. But I still get a thumb and a half, and still get a good score out of it.
I think Ken liked it a little bit better than that. What do you
Kirk
say,
in
Ken?
bed with the Cthulhu monster was really.
I was like, what in the world?
That's 2 thumbs up by itself.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I like the song.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that it was AI.
I don't think so. I think that was actual animation, but I'd have to go
No,
look.
I'm talking about the song itself.
Oh, I don't know. There were no credits.
We don't know.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, well, like I said, the last few songs that I've generated from songgenerator.io
Mhm.
have sounded that good.
Yeah.
The club never stops, no way. Reels to pixels, we blaze the way. From the shadows to the screen, so bold. Heart of metal, stories told.
That could be AI, but if it's not, then I apologize.
All right,
Yeah.
Mark. Talk to me, man.
Well, I'm liking the pinata. I like that. That's pretty cool. I thought the nerd Kirk was interesting. I don't have a real comment on that one because you could take that one in a lot of different directions.
No kidding.
But good,
So-
pretty cool.
The Fault in Our Death Star. What do you rate it?
For humor, 2 thumbs up. If it ran a little bit slower, was a little bit fast paced for this old man to follow. A little bit slower way, I would have been able to follow it a little bit better.
Well, you can hit pause and go read the credit, the screens and stuff.
Yeah, I'd have to freeze that to kind of see that. But I have I think the reason they did that is probably there's a lot of innuendos in there that they want to.
Right.
If you want to go back and look at it, you freeze it type thing.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I have to apologize to any of our viewers who go back and pause. I have not read everything on the screen. Okay, I have no clue what he wrote, and I was just caught up in the everything. So 1.5 thumbs.
I think that's 8 out of 10.
Okay, that's fair.
The humor was good. The humor, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Right.
But the being funny, that's 10 out of 10. But
Very dark humor, but very cool.
yeah, for sure. But it was, like I said, like Mark said, it was a little too fast.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a music video.
Slow it down a little bit, and
It's the same with that's why I made Breakaway so long. Okay.
yeah,
Because Task Force 78 Breakaway is to celebrate Breakaway Day. The 50th anniversary is this year when Space 1999 first aired. So September 13th, 1999 is when the moon was supposed to blow out of orbit. So 50 years ago, there's this big celebration in Italy and Los Angeles and London where they're going to actually show the movie version of Space 1999 Breakaway. And I was trying to get ahead of the curve last year and create our own version of a crossover with Task Force 78. And I didn't like that it was so short. So I used the longer version of the theme song by Barry Gray. And I think we did a great job. So, and oh, by the way, I'm going to be on a Zoom call with SpaceCon 7 in Italy on the 14th of September and talking to the people at the convention, plus live on the, internet. All right, Roy, let's let Roy talk.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I thought it was great, full of dark humor. And I think once it got going, you had to go with it.
Let's go with it, man.
And you could see from an infantile type of
adolescent humor
that it could be, evil could be fun, But of course, if it was real, it would be horrific.
Yeah, obviously.
But that's what dark humor is all about. But you have to recognize it's funny in a way if you look at it from a certain perspective, And since nobody actually has to die for you to enjoy dark humor, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
And so give yourself permission to go ahead and embrace it. So, yes, it's great. I give it 10 out of 10 for the dark movie, and I feel sorry for those people. Did anyone catch that? I think they made Palpatine into a mouse, and I think he looks a lot like a rodent that we might know.
Yeah, one with the funny ears.
And that would make sense that Palpatine would rule over, like
Disney,
Star Wars, the Disney, the Satan and all that stuff, So it's interesting. I think it's interesting that they chose that for Palpatine. So yeah.
So 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek humor about the particular company taking over Star Wars. I know this is a parody, but seriously, this is what the fans want.
Right. At first, I said, what is this? And then it got funnier and funnier and funnier and funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Everything being splat all over the place. And I said, why could they do that in the real movie?
Well, that's a parody for you. So, surprise. What'd you think? Hope you enjoyed the show. The opinions expressed in tonight's podcast are those of the individuals speaking. They do not necessarily reflect the views of HarrisFilm Productions or its other crew members. Come back and see us again soon. Good night, everybody. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share all of our content.
Hailing frequencies are closed.
All right, Mark wanted to say something.
Something.
Transmission complete.